Apple Valley News Now live at 5.
An RV is a total loss after being engulfed in flames. What we're learning from the scene in Kennewick.
And we'll tell you about a friendly reminder from the city of Pasco and how it could help keep sidewalks safer.
Then, a traveling memorial is coming to Ellensburg. We will tell you how it's honoring Vietnam veterans.
And here's a live look from our SkyCam network. Hayden Nix is in for Stacey Lee tonight, tracking the potential for record-breaking heat. You'll definitely want to stick around to hear the news on that. The news at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
We have made it to the middle of the week. Good evening and thanks for being here. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redman. It's September the 3rd.
First at 5 o'clock, Kennewick fire crews rushing to an RV that caught on fire this afternoon. It was first reported shortly after 3 p.m. KFD responded to 19th and Moraine. On one side of the street is Sun Meadows Mobile Home Park, and on the other side is a fourplex. We are told that one woman and her dogs did make it out before flames started shooting well into the air. The RV is a total loss, but luckily no one, including animals, were injured.
She pulled up. She was there a couple minutes and then it went out. It started smoking and then it went into flames. Too close for comfort.
It was really critical we got there and got the fire knocked down just so that it didn't extend into other structures or injure any of the citizens. The trees definitely were adding fuel to the fire, but again, we got a quick knock on it.
At this time, no word on what the cause was. Parts of 19th were shut down while fire crews contained the fire. Now, if you know anything here, you are asked tonight to call police or the fire department.
Pasco police say a 42-year-old man was killed in a hit-and-run last Friday night. Officers say Lorenzo Oyoiha Ramos was struck while crossing West Clark Street around 9 o'clock. Witnesses called for help, but they say he died at the scene. After a days-long investigation, police found the suspected driver in the vehicle. On Tuesday, officers arrested Daniel Gonzalez-Celez, booking him into the Franklin County Jail for vehicular homicide. Anyone with any information is asked to call Pasco Police as the investigation continues.
And tonight we continue to follow a story we have been covering since it all unfolded. That is the investigation on the Sunnyside city manager. Mike
Gonzalez's non-disciplinary paid leave since June has been extended 3 different times now, going over 90 days. We spoke with the mayor of Sunnyside about the investigation, and he says it is his deep desire to have it finished by the new deadline of September 9th. Although the deadline is extended, the interim city manager's contract has been extended past that date through September 30th. The mayor explains his reasoning.
Well, if something happens and on September 9 we're able to make a council decision, then we have to know what we're going to do with our interim city manager. If council decides to terminate Mr. Gonzalez's contract, then we're going to have to find a long-term interim, and that may be Mr. Bridges, it may not be, that's another council decision. If council decides to give Mr. Gonzalez his position and allow him to continue, then we do have the provision in there ending the interim manager's contract at that time.
The mayor also adds that the council has been assured that the Gonzalez investigation shouldn't surpass that September 9th deadline. The mayor also says he will be disappointed and vocally disappointed if it goes on any longer. With the potential for record-breaking heat, will we see cooler temperatures by the weekend?
That would be nice, right? Let's turn it over to Hayden Nix in for Stacey Lee with a first look at your forecast.
Well, the answer to that is yes. We are going to see some cooler temperatures coming our way this weekend. Until then, we've got a few more days of some very hot weather still to navigate through. Here today, we had the haziness still in effect, although just a little bit better as far as visibility goes compared to yesterday, but you still see that little bit of that grayish hue in the air from the wildcat fires off in Yakima County there. But overall, things have been a slightly more improved this evening, but it's still hot out there. Temperatures are holding in the upper 90s, and we won't be cooling down down much more as we go into the upper 80s by 8 o'clock and then upper 70s to lower 80s by 10 p.m. We'll still find our way into the lower 60s tonight for most locations, but then tomorrow we just wash, rinse, and repeat that forecast. Upper 90s, although it'll be just a touch cooler because look where we're headed. Yeah, a big cool down is on the way, but we're also going to see something else mixed in with those cooler temperatures. We'll talk about that coming up.
All right, Hayden, we'll see you in just a bit. The city of Pasco is reminding property owners to keep tree branches from getting in the way of drivers and people walking by. The city says that if branches hang over a street, they've got to be at least 13.5 feet above the road. And over sidewalks, they need to clear about 6.5 feet. The city tells us these rules are about safety and keeping sidewalks safer for everyone passing through.
Yes, this is mainly complaint-based, so there was enough complaints generated to where code enforcement felt, it was a good idea to educate the community.
If you're not sure about the rules, you can always check in with the Pasco Code Enforcement Department.
In education news now, the principals of Walla Walla School District met yesterday evening to discuss how the first week of school went.
And new at 5, Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells you why they say they've had a positive start to the year.
Schools went back to class all over Central Washington last week, including in the Walla Walla School District. After easing back into the swing of the school year, Walla Walla principals met with the school board to discuss students' first week back, both what went well and what still needs some work. Principals say that it's been a great start to the year, especially for participation.
It was the most attended freshman orientation we'd had in 4 years. We had over 300 freshmen attend. We had amazing student leaders leading that, and really the whole purpose of that freshman orientation is getting kids connected.
Older students helping their new peers feel welcome has been a theme across the district. Pioneer Middle School Principal Chris Duncan says 7th and 8th graders are stepping up to help new 6th graders start the school year. And kindergartners have been helped by their peers who attended CCF, a birth to 5 care service.
We also do have a lot of kiddos that it is their first day, at school that didn't have that opportunity, but they already have role models, for them. So that's a, wonderful opportunity, for them.
Although the year has started on a positive note, principals say there are 2 things they need to work on as the year goes on. The first one being cell phones. Staff have been trying to limit cell phone use in schools as much as possible, which Schumacher says has helped improve student engagement and socialization. The other thing is attendance, and Pioneer Middle School is trying out a new strategy to improve its numbers.
We have some new attendance incentives that we're putting in place. We're hoping to increase our regular attendance, providing a lot of supports for families.
All 3 principals say they hope to keep the positive momentum going as the year goes on. Reporting from Walla Walla, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
Walla Walla High School also had a ribbon cutting for their new Blue Devil Stadium this morning. Well, making a difference now, Ellensburg is getting a portable piece of history starting Thursday in honor of the region's Vietnam veterans.
The Wall That Helps and Heals is a portable replica of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. The wall includes an education center to help younger visitors learn about how the war impacted Americans.
Dozens of volunteers helped assemble the 375-foot wall, which will have plenty to offer until it closes on Sunday.
Our opening ceremony will be 9 o'clock Thursday morning here at Rotary Park. It's open 24 hours a day until 2 p.m. on Sunday, September 7th. We'll be having a closing ceremony at 1:45 on Sunday, and Friday evening at 8 o'clock we'll be having an Agent Orange candlelight ceremony.
If you are interested in going, the park is at 1200 West 5th Avenue in Ellensburg.
Several women who say they suffered years of sexual abuse at the hands of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell stood with each other, telling their stories and imploring Congress to vote to release every file in the case.
This comes one day after the House Oversight Committee released tens of thousands of files, which are heavily redacted, and much of it really already in the public domain.
Laura Aguirre brings us more.
I was abused by Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell for over 10 years.
I was 16 years old when I was flown to New Mexico to spend a weekend with Epstein and Maxwell.
I was only 14 years old
when I met Jeffrey.
Some of the survivors who suffered sexual abuse at the hands of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell were in D.C. today, standing together in their pain and perseverance. Also united, bipartisan lawmakers, House Democrat Ro Khanna and GOP Rep Thomas Massie, co-sponsors of the Epstein Files Transparency Act.
We're here not as partisans, we're here as patriots. The perpetrators are being protected because they're rich and powerful and political donors to the establishment here in Washington, D.C.
Khanna and Massie are confident they'll get the Republican backing they need to force a vote on the full House floor to release all of the Epstein documents.
If you vote no, your stance will be clear.
Sky Roberts, the brother of Epstein victim Virginia Giuffre, who took her own life in April, had a stark message for lawmakers.
You will be choosing to stand on the side of the rich and powerful, allowing money to buy your way out of the consequence.
In the Oval Office, President Donald Trump dismissed calls to release all the files.
But it's really a Democrat hoax because they're trying to get people to talk about something that's totally irrelevant to the success that we've had as a nation since I've been president.
As for an alleged client list, this from an attorney for some of the survivors.
I'm more than happy to assist in helping create the list behind the scenes and see what we do with it.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Khanna and Massie need 216 total members to commit to force House Speaker Mike Johnson to take it to the full chamber for a vote.
Following this newscast, ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir picks up on our coverage of the survivors of Jeffrey Epstein and the deadly U.S. military strike in the Caribbean.
Then be sure to stay with us for the news at 6 as we are learning new information about the Kennewick School District security guard who was arrested for allegedly kidnapping a 14-year-old student in June of 2024.
In the meantime, our news at 5 is just getting started. Up next, new turf, grandstands, and lighting. We will take you to the ribbon cutting for the new Blue Devils Stadium.
And Hayden is coming back with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast. We'll be right back.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The insurance offer is too low. Should I ask for more?
You know, when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Claim your crown at Wild Horse Resort and Casino, where you could roll into some serious cash. $50,000 is up for grabs for every winner. Just roll the dice to reveal your poker hand, hit a royal flush, and win $50,000 cash every Friday and Saturday. No royal flush? Every hand wins cash or free play. Play with your club wild card to multiply your entries by 10 times on Thursdays. Come roll for the Royal at Wild Horse Resort and Casino, celebrating 3 decades of fun.
Right now, U.S. Cellular makes it easy to switch and get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in.
No trade-in? But we're willing to trade in our teeth.
Nope, you don't have to trade your teeth in or an old phone.
I like that.
Yeah, your parents get an amazing deal.
I almost lost this one.
Yeah, you get to leave your tooth under your pillow.
For me, it's Tooth Fairy time.
Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Every child facing a critical illness deserves a moment of hope. That's where you come in. At McCurley Dealerships, we're proud to support Wheels Make Wishes Come True, a campaign that's raised over $1.1 million to help grant life-changing wishes for kids right here in our community. When you choose McCurley, you're helping dreams come true. Visit McCurley Dealerships through September 12th. Join us at Corvettes on the Columbia or learn more at wish.org/AKWA. McCurley Dealerships, your way home.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The insurance offer is too low. Should I ask for more?
You know, when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Apple Valley News Now, the official television home of the Seattle Kraken.
Welcome back to the news at 5. Walla Walla Public Schools celebrated a major milestone today with the ribbon cutting for the new Blue Devil Stadium.
The district completed the final project funded by the community's capital levy today. Blue Devil Stadium features new turf, grandstands, lighting, and accessibility improvements.
District leaders say the modernized facility serves both students and the wider Walla Walla community. The project finished on time and on budget.
Just making sure our community enjoy these facilities and not just our students. We really want to make sure that we repaid our community just by being able to enjoy concerts, enjoy choirs, enjoy athletics in any way that we most possibly can.
Students say the upgrades will help improve the game day atmosphere and help athletes train at a higher level. The facility will also host sports, band performances, graduations, and community events. The stadium is now officially open.
Tomorrow evening, YWCA Walla Walla will host a special event ahead of Domestic Violence Action Month. The program, Our Stories, Our Strength, is designed to lift up survivor voices and bring the community together for support and healing. The one-hour event welcomes survivors, whether or not they have used YWCA services, to share in conversation, reflection, and storytelling. Light refreshments will be served and participants can come and go freely. Organizers say the goal is to celebrate resilience, build community understanding, and create space for honest discussions about healthy and unhealthy relationships.
It's empowering for the person listening because every time we share our story, all of our stories are a little bit different. So I might say one small detail like, I was crying in the Fred Meyer parking lot, and there's probably a woman out there who was crying in the Fred Meyer parking lot or some other grocery store, either one. And they'll just really lean into that and they'll be like, she really gets me, she really understands.
The event starts at 6 p.m. tomorrow at the YWCA in Walla Walla. It is free and open to everyone. Staff there, advocates, will be available to provide support with more survivor-centered programs planned throughout September, leading into Domestic Violence Action Month in October.
In other sports news tonight, with the calendars flipping to September, that means football is back in action.
Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable attended Chiawana High School's football practice and spoke with their coach about the long-awaited return of football games.
High school football is back in the Tri-Cities, and of course one of the teams you have to watch out for is Chiawana, the reigning champions of the Mid-Columbian Conference. They are eager to get back into the game.
A good summer, good spring, good summer. Came into fall, kids were excited, flying around day one, and so it's just been a good build from there. Kids are ready to play some other people, you know, and they're just biting at the bit to get it going. Once you get out of pajamas and get in the pads, you know, it's who's who in the zoo, and they, you know, we've had some kids step up, we've had some younger kids that have shown that are going to work their way into some playing time, and so it's been awesome to see that happen. And so, yeah, again, we're just ready to go and play somebody else.
While they lost a lot of seniors from last year's team, there's a lot of hungry younger guys that are ready to fill their shoes this season.
Jake Gable reporting for us. Chiawana will get to begin their season with some Thursday night football, playing against the brand new Sageview High School team at 7 p.m.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Hayden Nix.
Well, of course, it's no surprise. It was another hot day out there. We've been talking about how that was going to be a big part of our forecast this week, but we're also still dealing with the wildcat fire off in Yakima County there, and that is creating that haziness that we're still seeing in the sky. Although the quality looks a little bit better compared to yesterday, just thanks to some wind change, but we're still dealing with an air quality alert. So until further notice, this is going to be issued for all counties that you see here, including the Tri-Cities area. And this is going to be for the group of people who have already got sensitivity to poor air quality to start with their lungs. So just be advised, this is going to last, as I mentioned, until further notice. As you can see with our Futurecast low-level wildfire smoke model here, you can see there's the wildfire there just near White Pass, and as we put this into motion, the models is still showcasing a lot of this plume of smoke not really leaving the region until we see some changes coming our way towards this weekend, which will be good news, but it may not be until Monday of next week when we've got a good enough wind change for that to finally make some things happen. And it is coming, folks. We've got a weather pattern change coming our way that think you're going to like. So let's put this into motion. Big ridge of high pressure behind me over the desert southwest. That is going to continue to remain a big part of our forecast for another 24 hours to possibly 36. But there is a frontal boundary already beginning to work its way through Canada and will move its way through, clipping us for tomorrow. That is where we see the pivot point, where we're going to be changing all of our forecast to a cooler trend coming our direction, and that also will entail some increased rainfall opportunity for our area. That is something that is good to see. Now, rain chances will be best as we navigate through the weekend, going into Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Step out and show you it's still possible as we go into Tuesday of next week. And this will be area wide, by the way, not location specific. Of course, some different microclimates, especially up towards the higher elevations, will have a slightly higher chance, but overall, it will be a good trend for all of us to see some rain potential in the forecast. Also, as I mentioned, along with that, we are going to see temperatures cooling and trending downward. So for tomorrow, we'll start that point where temperatures still getting hot, but not quite at the intensity that we felt today and yesterday. Then on Friday, dropping things down, still in the upper 90s. By Saturday, low 90s, and it just continues that downward portion of the roller coaster ride of temperatures that we have been experiencing, getting into some below normal readings as we go into next week. Back to the top of the forecast for tonight, those temperatures drop into the 60s area wide. There will be some low 70s, especially in northern Oregon. Thursday's forecast, upper 90s, some triple digits still possible, although I think this filtered sunshine is helping reduce some of that with the wildfire smoke in the area. Heat advisory still in effect, and this is going to be until tomorrow evening. An extreme heat warning for all areas in magenta there, and then a heat advisory, of course, for that other color. Tri-Cities for the next few days, 90s through Saturday, 80 Sunday, Monday. Rain chances do increase a little bit, and those temperatures dropping down to the 70s by Tuesday and Wednesday. Yakima, 90s through Saturday, just like the Tri-Cities, upper 60s possible by next Wednesday. Ellensburg, 83 Sunday, 79 Monday. Look at that, 60s possible next Wednesday. Getting kind of cool out there. 90s through Saturday for Hermiston, and then finally Walla Walla, upper 80s return by Sunday with rain chances Saturday through Tuesday.
Hayden, thank you. Next in the Spotlight, we'll tell you about someone who is getting recognized by one local school district for their natural ability to make students feel valued and seen.
At Bravo RV, we're gearing up for a huge event you will not want to miss out on.
The Forest River National Sales Event is on now. For a limited time, you can save big across our entire lineup of Forest River products. There's still time to get out, go camping, and make unforgettable memories. With Forest River, you'll find the perfect RV built for your journey and perfected for your stay. Don't wait. These amazing deals won't last long. Broadmoor RV, we made camping fun.
What have we got?
The Andersons. All night tossing and turning, bad backs, sleep score at an all-time low.
Round up the team.
At Denver Mattress, going undercover is literally how we solve problems.
And when we find sleepers waking up with aches and pains, we turn to the Tempur-Pedic Adapt, designed for ultimate pressure relief that uniquely adapts to your body's pressure points.
And right now, save up to $700 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. And get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Prosser Memorial Health has received a 5-star rating from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Prosser Memorial Health is one of just 290 hospitals nationwide to receive their highest rating, and one of only 2 critical access hospitals in the state of Washington. For over 78 years, Prosser Memorial Health has provided high-quality and compassionate care to our communities served. It's our privilege. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Escape the noise. Step inside Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel, where serenity meets luxury. Indulge in rejuvenating treatments, expert care, and the peaceful reset you've been craving. From soothing body rituals and revitalizing facials to wellness pods and more, Sage Spa is your moment to truly unwind. Treat yourself to the experience you deserve. Book your escape today at Sage Spa, exclusively at Legends Casino Hotel.
Hi, I'm Christine Connolly, local realtor with As You Wish Real Estate Team. We offer full concierge services. Our handyman contractors will take care of everything, and you won't pay anything until closing. I'm a proud sponsor of Operation Best Friend. Remember, you only get one chance to make a first impression.
When it comes to legal matters,
you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
Did a trooper get special treatment after a deadly crash? Apple Valley News Now investigates Thursday.
Time for the Spotlight at 5. Kennewick School District recognizing the first staff support person of the year. Jesse Martinez is a custodian at Highlands Middle School. The district says he takes his position seriously and understands that his role impacts students, learning, and staff morale. The district also says students respect him because of how he treats them by learning their names and following up on what they share. Have an idea for the Spotlight? Share it with us on social media.
All right, when we come back, your reason to smile.
Vikings, Bears. Monday Night Football is back on Apple Valley News Now.
Board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Amber Sharon is now seeing patients at Prosser Digestive Health Center. Dr. Sharon provides upper endoscopy, colonoscopy, and specializes in women's digestive health. Get expert, compassionate care close to home. Call Prosser Digestive Health Center at 509-786-5599 to schedule, or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community. From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
Do you keep up with the trends or set your own?
Is the color dense enough?
Add more pigment. Launch on social. We've got to take this global.
All right, so where do we go from here?
You've got to test it, perfect it, expand it. Never rest until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
A deadly crash involving an off-duty trooper shakes Richland. Did the trooper get special treatment?
You have the appearance of impropriety.
You decide when we show you never-before-seen body cam footage from the scene. Wendy Redmond digs deeper. An Apple Valley News Now investigation Thursday at 6.
Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, we'll have more on what happened during the press conference between Mike Gonzalez and the city of Sunnyside.
And I'll tell you if Wednesday really was the hottest September day of all time, and if there's more heat to come. That's going to be tomorrow morning at 5.
Tomorrow we'll be watching a cold front beginning to work its way across the U.S.-Canada border, and with it, we are going to start our cooling trend. Although it's not going to happen immediately tomorrow, we are still going to have hot weather coming in by the afternoon with a mixture of the haziness that we have been accustomed to with the Wildcat Fire off towards the northwest in Yakima County. 7-day planning forecast, though, shows the frontal boundary is just the starting point of some cooler weather coming our way. Look at that, some 80s and 70s on the map by early to middle part of next week.
All right, big swing there. Thank you so much. Hey, and a big thank you to Chuck for sending us this beautiful picture, morning on the Columbia River. And that's your reason to smile tonight.
And thank you for joining us here at 5. World News is next with David Muir, and then we'll see you at 6.
Have a great evening.
Yeah, hoping your news is good news.